Good morning. In this video, we are going to explain frequency sampling realization structure in FIR systems. So now frequency sampling structure. Okay, here up to now we have seen direct form realization structure and cascade form realization structure and linear phase realization structures. So now this is the one frequency sampling realization structure to realize the FIR systems. So this one is used for desired frequency response cases. So generally h of z is given, right? H of z is given. Now h of n is a known one. Here frequency response is given, right? So instead of h of z, h of omega is given. Based on that we should find out the what is that h of n. So that is the thing here. So here desired frequency response is h of omega instead of h of n. Just consider this h of omega. So here see, we know that h of z is equal to summation h of n z power minus n. So here is the FIR, that's why n0 to capital N minus 1. Okay, so that means here h of n is the impulse response of the particular FIR system. So here from this knowledge you can find out the h of z, then you can realize the structure. But now h of omega is given, so that is nothing but h of omega, that is equal to summation n0 to m minus 1 h of n e power minus j omega n. Now here omega is a sampled form of omega, sampling take the samples of omega. It is of the form 2 pi by m k plus alpha. Here k is 0, 1 and so on, m minus 1 by 2, where m is odd. M is odd. K is equal to 0, 1 and so on, m by 2 minus 1. Here m is even. Alpha is 0 or half, 1 by 2. Okay, right? So here these are the samples of omega. If we consider h of omega, which is sampled at omega k like this, so at this particular frequencies, right? So firstly, from the knowledge of h of omega, we should find out the h of n. From this h of n, we should find out the h of z. Then we realize that FIR structure based on either direct form or cascade form, any known structure. Okay, this is the procedure here, right? So now firstly we consider the samples of omega like this, right? 2 pi by m k plus alpha. Here k values are from 0 to m minus 1 by 2. Here if m is odd, right? M is odd. Now here m is even, k 0 to m by 2 minus 1. That means we take the samples of omega, right? From we take the samples of omega. How many samples here? K samples. That k samples, number of samples depends on here m value. If m is odd, take this particular samples. If m is even, take this number of samples. Here consider alpha is 0 or alpha is 1 by 2, right? So under these circumstances, now here we should find out the h of n value. From h of n, find the h of z based on the z transform. So now here h of k plus alpha is equal to h of omega is so here from the design frequency response, what is that? H of omega at omega is equal to omega k. So what is that? 2 pi by m k plus alpha. First determine h of n, from that determine h of z, then realize this structure. Okay, so this is the one here. So now consider our h of omega. What is that h of omega? Omega is here omega k, that is nothing but 2 pi by m k plus alpha. We may call it one as simply like this, h of k plus alpha, right? So that is the h of 2 pi by m k plus alpha. Now this is equal to, of course you know that formula for h of omega from the definition, DDFT definition. So that is nothing but summation n0 to, here consider m samples are there, so that's why 0 to m minus 1. Now impulse response h of n e power minus j omega n. Actually what is the omega here? 2 pi by m k plus alpha, right? So now here I am writing that one, 0 to m minus 1. I am substituting. What is that? Omega means here 2 pi by m k plus alpha into n. Here k is nothing but 0 to m minus 1. Okay, so now here if you observe this one, so if I take alpha 0, so we may take either alpha 0 or 1 by 2. So suppose if alpha 0, if you observe this equation is nothing but simply h of omega is summation n0 to m minus 1 h of n e power minus j 2 pi by m k n, right? E power minus j 2 pi by m k n. This is nothing but, what is this? M point DFT, discrete Fourier transform of h of n. Am I correct? So this is the equation for the DFT equation. So summation x of n e power minus j 2 pi by capital N nk, like that, right? So similarly here capital N means here capital M is used. So here input signal or the signal is nothing but h of n here. That's why it is also called as m point DFT of h of n. Okay, now here suppose h of n is equal to, how can you find out the h of n here? Inverse formula. Okay, what is the h of n here? So now see this, h of n is nothing but 1 by m summation, here variable is k 0 to m minus 1. Here that is assigned as h of k plus alpha, h of k plus alpha, that's why I am taking that one, h of k plus alpha into e power plus j 2 pi by m k plus alpha into n. Okay, right? So where n is equal to 0, 1 and so on, m minus 1. So just inverse formula. So now here if you see this, what is that? H of omega is nothing but this one. It is also simply rewritten as h of k plus alpha. You may use this one or this one, right? So here I am using this one. Okay, right? H of k plus alpha. Okay. Now the inverse Fourier transform of h of n is nothing but h of omega or h of k plus alpha. Okay, so that's why here, so I am writing, so I have written like this. Okay, so now here see this, if here also if alpha 0, if you observe this one, if alpha 0, it is nothing but simply IDFT of h of n. Am I correct? IDFT of no, h of k. DFT of h of n is h of k. IDFT of h of k is h of n. Okay. Now find the h of z from the knowledge of h of n. Now in this way we find the h of n value from the h of omega, where omega is the samples, some samples like omega k, that is also given as 2 pi by m k plus alpha. Okay, now h of z is equal to summation n0 to m minus 1 h of n into z power minus n. So take the z transform equation. Now substitute here n0 to m minus 1. H of n is 1 by m summation k0 to m minus 1 h of k plus alpha e power j 2 pi by m k plus alpha n. This is h of n into z power minus n. So now just interchange the summations here. Then here we simplify the equation like this. H of z is equal to, interchange. So take the summation, k summation, and then write the k related word. What is that? K related term, h of k plus alpha into 1 by m summation n0 to m minus 1. Now e power j 2 pi k plus alpha by m into n is there, and also in the z power minus n also n is there. Now I am taking that one as z power minus 1. Here combinedly I am writing like this, whole power n. Okay, see this. Okay, here is a n, here is a minus n. So these two are here. So I just write like this. What is that? A power n, b power n is nothing but ab power n, like that. So this one into z power minus 1 whole power n. Now summation k0 to m minus 1 h of k plus alpha. Then 1 by m summation n is equal to 0 to m minus 1, this one. Okay, so in this way I just rearrange the summations and write like this. Okay, now here we know that, so one formula in the summation, what is that? n0 to m minus 1 a power n is nothing but 1 minus a power m divided by 1 minus a. Okay, based on this equation here, h of z is equal to summation k0 to m minus 1 h of k plus alpha 1 by m. This is nothing but 1 minus e power j 2 pi k plus alpha by m z power minus 1 whole power m divided by 1 minus e power j 2 pi by m k plus alpha into z power minus 1. Okay, now this is equal to, so take the common, 1 by m summation k0 to m minus 1 h of k plus alpha into, so here 1 minus e power, this one j 2 pi k plus alpha by m into m, m means we can get like this, e power j 2 pi k plus alpha, mm gets cancelled, this is z power minus m divided by, this one is e power 1 minus j 2 pi by m k plus alpha into z inverse. Now here this is nothing but, what is that, e power j 2 pi k plus alpha, e power j 2 pi k into e power j 2 pi alpha. Here k is an integer, that's why here e power j 2 pi k gives always 1. Now this is nothing but 1 minus e power j 2 pi alpha into z power minus m. Now here this one is 1 minus e power j 2 pi by m k plus alpha z inverse. So here it is independent to the k, that's why so I am writing that one outside. So now equation becomes h of z is equal to 1 minus z power minus m e power plus j 2 pi alpha, since e power j 2 pi k is 1. Here is a m summation k0 to m minus 1 h of k plus alpha 1 by 1 minus e power j 2 pi k plus alpha by m z power minus 1. So for the desired frequency response, right, for the desired frequency response, that means h of omega is there, we just sample the omega. So based on the particular desired one, we need that one, that's why we just take those samples only. So based on that h of omega, at omega is equal to omega k, firstly we determine the, what is that, h of n, then from h of n just determine the h of z. So here this is the transfer function of the FIR system. So now realize this one. Okay, so now so actually h of n is there, h of z in terms of h of n, but instead of h of n, here we have h of k plus alpha. So now here this h of z is nothing but h1 of z into h2 of z, h1 of z into h2 of z, where h1 of z is equal to 1 by m 1 minus z power minus m e power j 2 pi alpha, and h2 of z is, so here, so consider the two terms, one is the h1 of z and the second product term is the h2 of z, that is summation k0 to m minus 1 h of k plus alpha by 1 minus e power j 2 pi by m k plus alpha into z inverse. Okay, now if you observe this one, so it is said to be all zero filter, all zero filter. Now it is also called as comb, it is also called as comb filter. So now here Zk is equal to e power j 2 pi k plus alpha by m, 2 pi k plus alpha by m, where k is equal to 0, 1 and so on m minus 1, right. This is also called as comb filter. So here it is a all zero filters, that means a numerator polynomial is there, That means if you find out the factors, all are said to be zeros. And now here after determining those roots, then those are at zk is equal to e power j 2 pi k plus alpha by m. Okay, where k is 0, 1 and so on, m minus 1. And then this is said to be parallel bank of single pole filters. These are parallel bank of single pole filters with the resonant frequencies pk is equal to e power j 2 pi k plus alpha by m. Here k 0, 1 and so on, m minus 1. Okay, with the resonant frequencies pk is equal to this one. Okay, here so here the H1 of Z is said to be all-zero filter or comb filter, and H2 of Z is nothing but the pole filter. So that is a parallel bank of single pole filters, since here summation is used, right? Now here we just realize these two. Okay, right? So now see here the first one, that means a cascading connection. Z power minus m e power j 2 pi alpha, this one. So right, now what is the first one? This one, 1 by m into 1 minus z power minus m e power j 2 pi alpha. Okay, right? For this 1 by m here, so then we can get 1 by m x of z. Now that is here multiplied with this one. So 1 by m minus of 1 by m this one. Of course h1 of z means y1 of z by x1 of z, we may consider like that. Here x1 of z is nothing but x of z, of course. Now 1 by m x of z. So minus of this one. So multiplier is here, take the z power minus m number of delay units here. So I am placing here directly instead of z power minus 1, z power minus 1, z power minus 1 and so on. That means here it is a combination of m delay units, and that is again multiplied with this term e power j 2 pi alpha. Okay, right? So that's why here I am writing like this. So usually we should place here m number of delay units, right? Sum this 2 here, then you can get the h1 of z, right? Now here another one, that is nothing but h2 of z. h2 of z is a summation of this one. The first place k 0, now h of alpha 1 by 1 minus e power j 2 pi by m k z power minus 1. Okay, so first I am designing that one. So here so see this, z inverse is multiplied by the e power j 2 pi alpha by m, and which is added to this one. Okay, right? Now here take the multiplier h of alpha. Okay, this is the first one. Now the second one. So similarly, second one means z power minus 1, k1 means e power j 2 pi 1 plus alpha by m. You summer this one. Okay, and then multiplier h of 1 plus alpha. Now here and so on. So last one is nothing but k m minus 1 h of m minus 1 plus alpha. Then here product is e power j 2 pi m minus 1 plus alpha by m. Add. Okay, so now here summation of all means add all these, then you can get y of n. Okay. Okay, so this is the one here structure to realize the frequency sampling realization structure for the FIR.